Brenda is a native of northern New Mexico, has dedicated over 2 decades to the nonprofit sector in the valley. Alongside her husband, a master barber, she co-owns the establishment in Espanola. Brenda is a proud mother of 4 with 2 adult children and 2 under the age of 11. Since joining RAALP in January of 2021, she served as program coordinator for over 2 years and was promoted to program director about a year ago. And I just want to personally thank you for all the work that you did in this particular event. I know you have your job, you have your kids, you have your business, and there were some stressful days, and you got through it like I told you the other day, and you did a fantastic job. So she deserves a great hand.
Just seeing you all here, it makes it all worth it. Okay, I'm glad that it wasn't as emotional today. When he told us the story for the first time, I was like, there's no way that I could talk after you, there's absolutely no way. But I'm going to share my story, and my story was inspired again by our storytelling workshops. So I want to preface this by sharing some information on how it came to be. Of course, I was originally inspired by the workshops and the idea of sharing personal narratives. And I originally wanted to write about my journey homeschooling my children, because that is, if any of you have ever homeschooled, it's a journey. You could tell lots of stories. So I originally wanted to talk about that, but I just couldn't come up with anything. I just couldn't get anything down on paper. So one day I was sitting in the office, and we have a small library, and there was a book on display, and it's called An Illiterate in the Closet by a gentleman named Robert John Clausen. And when I saw the book, I thought, I know exactly what I'm going to write about. So the book, An Illiterate in the Closet, depicts the life of Robert John Clausen from boyhood to adulthood and how he navigated that entire time as an illiterate. He was able to hide his illiteracy through that time. His story, along with so many others that I've read and encountered personally over the 3.5 years that I've been at RAALP, has inspired this narrative that I titled, In the Shadows, The Hidden Lives of Adult Learners. And here's the story. In a small, tight-knit community where everyone seems to know each other's names, there exists an unspoken secret. The secret isn't about financial struggles or hidden affairs, but something much more profound and isolating, adult literacy. I embarked on a journey of discovery, initially unaware of the silent battles faced by so many. It all started when I accepted a job drawn by the convenience of part-time, semi-remote work that fit perfectly with my homeschooling schedule. But little did I know that this position would evolve into a story that I never thought that I would tell. Because of this position, complete strangers confided in me that they couldn't read a simple text message. People who appeared capable and confident revealed a vulnerability that I had never imagined. As I delved deeper, I discovered that the mother of a longtime acquaintance who always greeted me with a smile and chatted about weather and local events couldn't tell the difference between the letter D and the letter B. I discovered that the person next to me at the grocery store, seemingly navigating life with ease, had to take pictures of products from home to be able to locate the items she needed at the store because she couldn't read the labels. I encountered someone who drives on the same roads that most of us drive on every day, have never been able to pass their driver's exam, and had acquired some fines and tickets because of his inability to obtain his driver's license. But he was a father, and he had a full-time job that he had to support his children, so he had to drive those roads every day. The realization has hit me hard. Adult literacy is a hidden reality for so many. But why isn't it talked about more? Why is there so much shame surrounding it? We're not all born with the same brain, and yet society expects us to function identically. The ability to read a label or a street sign doesn't make one person better than another. The stigma, the silence, it needs to be broken. Through my journey, I've met people who are ashamed to admit that they couldn't fill out a job application or help their children with homework because of a language barrier. One woman tearfully recounted her experience from the early 2000s. She shared how someone from her child's school had told her that she should have never had children if she couldn't help them with their homework, or even read a medicine label if they got sick. The unfairness of such statements is staggering. I realize my own ignorance in the matter. The most crucial lesson for those of us who don't struggle with learning is to learn that not everyone learns the same. So there's no shame in the way that their brain works. There's no shame in struggling with tasks that some people might find simple. What is shameful is a society that doesn't offer the support and understanding needed to help those individuals thrive. So, to those of you who are hiding in the shadows, afraid to reveal that you can't read, I am deeply sorry for the times that you were judged, ridiculed, or overlooked. I'm sorry that you were not given the time and the resources that could have made a difference in your life. I'm sorry that people misunderstood you, that they labeled you as troubled or naughty when you just couldn't do the work. I'm sorry for the empathy and the support that you never received. But know this, you're not alone. Your struggle does not define your worth. Learning to read and write, even at your age, can open up opportunities and bring positive changes to your life and to our community. Let's create a world where everyone, regardless of their reading ability, feels valued and supported. Let's honor the journey of learning and growth at every stage in life. Let's help illuminate the path to those, of those who feel hidden in the shadows. It's time to shine the light on adult literacy. Thank you. And with that, I'm going to put a shameless plug into asking for your guys' support. Again, I have the information up there that it's needed in our community. Whether you're here in Rio Riva County, Santa Fe County, Taos County, this entire community, the state of New Mexico, we need the support. It doesn't have to be financially if you can't do that, and that's okay. Telling somebody, like I said, volunteering 2 hours of your week, it goes a long way in helping the individuals who need it. I'm going to pass it over to Star, who's probably going to do 5 raffles because we have a few items left.
Don't forget the $100.
Yes, that's one of the 5. So thank you guys so much again for sticking around and for listening to our stories. Just a moment. Okay, here's Star.